Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first vlog of 2025. I'm so happy to be back. I've actually really missed you guys. I took a little social media break over the holidays and it was really lovely. We've just been at our home in upstate New York in the Catskills having so much fun snowboarding. We've just been trying to be cozy and kind of reset and align ourselves for this new year. Having some quality time together, getting organized. If you've been around, you know that we moved a little over a month ago, so we're still kind of getting settled in and organized. We recently left New York City and we are in full-on country life now. Admittedly, I am going to the city tomorrow, still within commuting distance, so I can't be that dramatic, but it's been a really big time of change for me and I am loving it so much. Also, I don't think I addressed the obvious. I dyed my hair black again. I had black hair for almost 10 years and then I went red and then I was trying to get back to my natural color, but I have to say I have never felt more myself than I feel with black hair. It's so in line with my personal style. Hi Laszlo, that was a big yawn if you guys heard my dog. And it's already fading a bit. I need to redo it. It's been a few weeks. Wow, I just feel refreshed and me again. I know a lot of people think it's harsh, but I love it. But we have a fun week ahead. Like I said, I'm going into the city tomorrow for some work stuff, just up and down in a day. We're hosting a couple different groups of friends this week. My close college friends from Montreal is coming. This is my dog Monday, if you're new here. She's the biggest baby. Also a very challenging dog, but we love her so much. And I think she's also very excited for our girls' weekend, even though you're probably gonna be a terror. My boyfriend and some of his friends are going to Vermont on a ski trip, but then they're gonna meet up with us after. And I think it's gonna be so fun. So I'm gonna work on getting the house together this week. Also, with it being the first week of 2025, I really wanna hit the ground running with work. And I've just been doing a lot of reflecting and goal setting. I'll share some of that with you guys. I have some new clothes to show you. I'm just feeling in a good mood. I hope you guys had a lovely break. I need to get off here and prep for a Zoom meeting I'm about to have, but I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Here's my look today. I'm feeling very Cruella de Vil, which I really wanted to be her, obviously minus the mean part when I was younger. Just from being so obsessed with dogs, I always wanted a Dalmatian. I'm wearing this new Sophie Buhai leather and pearl choker that Siggy got me for Christmas with oxidized sterling silver hoops that I made, some rings that I made. I'm wearing this sheer white Anti-Müller top. It's really great for layering. Definitely a statement if you wear it by itself as well. The cashmere cardigan by Guest in Residence. I do have a code for them if you guys want to do any shopping. These super comfy wide leg trousers by Uncle Studios. Pointed toe furry mules. I'm wearing them with socks because it's so cold out, but these are by Social Work Studio. I think this belt is just from Uniqlo a long time ago, and then my bag is by Elena Roth, one of my other favorite small brands. She hand makes all of these herself. This is called the Hudson bag. Time for a designer sale unboxing. I just placed an order on Sensor and I have a couple new pieces I want to share with you guys. I'm trying to have a bit of a glow up, if you will. Just getting back to my old self a bit. I think dyeing my hair back black has really done that for me. But just to have fun with clothes again, get more into dressing up. So I really wanted to do a little wardrobe refresh. I got both of these items from Sensor. If you've never heard of Sensor before, Sensor is a luxury online shopping platform with over 2 million users. They offer an extensive selection of over 500,000 luxury items connecting 60 plus countries and 2,500 plus luxury brands. Let's unbox. I've been really into dressing up a little bit more lately since moving full-time to the Catskills away from the city. I've been trying to incorporate ways that I can still feel authentic to the location that I'm in, but also still authentic to me. The first piece I have is a skirt from Acne Studios. I am gonna try all this stuff on with you guys and make some outfits. It's this really beautiful crinkled fabric skirt, midi skirt. I thought that this would be so fun with some cowboy boots. More casual top to just integrate it into my upstate life, but it's also really great for like a date night outfit or when I'm getting dressed up in the city. One of the reasons that I really love shopping on Sensor is that they almost always have the best price. So for example, this Acne Studios skirt on Sensor was $335, but for a price comparison on other sites, it is $440. So I saved $100 just by shopping on Sensor. Here's my second item. I have really been needing one of these, so I hope it's great. You guys may know Vivienne Westwood is one of my favorite designers, and I got this beautiful embroidered scarf on Sensor. This is going to be such a nice staple piece for this winter. I'm kind of strange, but I don't have a scarf that I love right now, so this is definitely going to fill that hole in my wardrobe. In time for another price comparison, this scarf was $146 on Sensor, but on Essence it is $153. So once again, Sensor has the best price. And on top of almost always having the best price, they're running some sales for you guys. And they've even offered an additional 4% discount for my followers. For Valentine's Day, get up to 80% off on Sensor through February 20th. You can pick the gift with the best price before February 14th and get an extra 4% off exclusively for my followers with the code Kaylee. Check the description box for more information. Now I want to try on my new pieces and style some outfits. There is my first look with the Acne Studio skirt. Hi Laszlo. This is exactly what I was talking about with kind of integrating more country feeling styles with a bit dressier pieces, just so I can still feel like myself. Still a little goth feeling too, so I am wearing a v-neck cashmere. My boots are Tacovas. If I wanted to go all out with the Western goth theme, I could throw in this calf hair bag. Okay, here's our more fashion girl look. I'm wearing this vintage leather vest, Acne Studios skirt, Margiela tabby pumps. I think this look is so good. Last look, I am wearing the Acne skirt with this black cotton polo, vintage leather trench, and some pointed toe shoes. I feel like this one leans office appropriate, but still goth chic. This is the first look I put together around the scarf. I think this is just a really good everyday outfit. I'm wearing a cashmere sweater. These are some baggy jeans by a Goldie. Margiela tabby boots. These are older pieces, but I'll find links for what I can. This coat is vintage. And I love the little pop of color that comes on with the scarf. Since the scarf has a pop of red, I thought it would be fun to style it with a red leather jacket. The colors actually match quite well. And I'm wearing Margiela tabby boots again. This black bag by Michael Kors. And lastly, probably my most realistic look with the scarf because it's so cold outside. It's been single digit temperatures. This is a vintage fur-lined coat, black pants, heat tech layered underneath, and my Margiela tabby boots. I thought I would share a couple other items on the Sensor website that I have on my wish list. I have been dying for Margiela tabby flats for a long time now. I already own 3 pairs of tabbies, so it feels a little bit excessive, but I just know that I would wear these all the time. My other tabbies all have decent sized heels on them. And if you're familiar with the Margiela tabby market, you know that the prices continue to climb and climb. They've gotten so much more expensive in the last 3 or 4 years. The brand is definitely milking the popularity. Right now, Sensor has the black Margiela tabby flats for $705 on their site, and I've seen these in the $900 to $1,000 range on other websites. So while still expensive, that is a steal. I also always love Acne Studios denim, and I've been wanting a lighter wash pair of jeans, but not so blue. I want something that feels more true to me. And I found these high-waisted wide leg jeans on Sensor for $243. They're almost yellow in tone, and I just think they're so cool. I will have all of the items that I mentioned linked below. Once again, if you're looking to do some shopping, make sure to take advantage of their discounts and my exclusive follower discount as well. And thank you so much to Sensor for working with me on this portion of the video. Such nice light right now, wow. I just installed these new sconces in our guest room. These are from a brand called Poplight. They're really simple. They're apartment friendly because they use battery charged packs, but they also have a plug function if you want to have them in a plug. We also have fresh new bedding in here from a brand called Vestas Sleep. It is so silky and soft. I got one of their silk filled duvet inserts as well, and I'm so excited for our guests to be able to sleep in these. As some of you know, we have not gotten around to doing our proper kitchen renovation yet. We do have some new appliances because our appliances failed us. And the new appliances are gonna stay, like this fridge and dishwasher. Since we're up here now full time, we really needed more pantry storage. So temporarily we added this Besta unit. And it is so nice to have some additional space in here. Oh my gosh. They did have push to open closures, but Monday figured out how to open them, so we had to take them off, and we're buying child locks to put on these, which is also why a lot of our cabinetry has to be tied off from her. Good morning. It is bright and early and I'm heading into the city. I have some work stuff going on there today, but it's a really quick trip up and down. It is cold today, so I have brought out my super long fur, fully lined leather and shearling vintage coat. I love this so much. It's one of the best winter coats ever, and it has these huge pockets. It doesn't have any label besides made in France. I kind of assume it was like a custom made piece, but I'm wearing that. I'm wearing double cashmere from Guest in Residence again. I seriously live in those. These jeans are by Cotton. They're just oversized, comfy. I'm wearing my fur lined mules again, and I'm gonna do my Margiela 5AC bag. This necklace is Wolf Circus, ring is Gagan Jewelry, earrings I made, other rings I made.
On express train to Poughkeepsie, Tarrytown, first.
I think I can pretty much say with certainty that the lighting is pretty awful right now. Maybe I'll turn this black and white, but I wanted to sit down and have a little reflection talk. I've just been reading by the fire this evening. I'm in my cozy new pajamas. One of my Christmas gifts from Siggy this year was a Kindle, and I never thought I'd be a Kindle girl. I also didn't even ask him for this, but I've been kind of itching for one, and I have to say that I'm hooked. It's just so nice that when there's a book that I want to read, I can just download it really fast. It's so portable. My puppy sleeping back there loves physical books, and she's ruined so many of my physical books, so it's nice that she doesn't care about this. I'm currently 96% of the way done with Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I never read any of her other books, but I have to say I'm really enjoying. I don't always enjoy books that are very male character focused, but I can really relate to both of them. And I know this made the top of most people's reading list from last year, and I have to say it's definitely making mine too. I'm starting braiding Sweetgrass next for a totally different vibe, but after that I'll be looking for a novel, so let me know if you have any recommendations. I feel like I was in a reading slump for most of last year. Honestly, just in a everything slump. Although I do feel like I really moved through a lot of it towards the end of the year. I wrote a post on Substack. I called it A Year of Reflection. You can go read it if you want, but I basically just talked about how in all of my life, probably for the last 2 years, I was pretty much just one foot in, one foot out the door. In most of my major life decisions, career, closing my business, where I was living, just being very non-committal to pretty much everything in my life. Aside from my relationship, thank God I had stability there, because if that also went that way, I think I would have lost it. Towards the end of last year, I really made the moves to commit to my decisions. I'm still really working on it. I can lean very avoidant. I don't think I was always like that. I know there's a lot of avoidant hate out there. I really try to be better. It doesn't always work. I've learned that so much of it comes from upbringing as well, and I think that's just how I coped for so long. It protected me, but now I need to stop being so closed off and just emotionally avoidant and everything. I think in the last couple years I really started to shift my priorities too, of where I wanted to go with my life, how I wanted my life to look. And I think when I was younger, I really wanted to be this big career woman. I wanted to own businesses, plural, and have employees and scale them and sell them and, you know, do the entire thing. I think my priorities just completely shifted. That's just not what I want anymore. I think I used to value money and material things a lot more. I definitely used to want money and success at any cost of my time, at any cost of my relationships in terms of nurturing them. Not that I would ever screw somebody over, but I just had very different priorities, and it worked for me for a while. If I didn't do that, my life wouldn't look how it looks now. I also used to want to be a city girl forever, and now here I am living in the mountains again, which is how I grew up. It's kind of funny because I ran away from it so fast, but your mind can change, and I felt a lot of comfort in that. Maybe it's also like my internal clock that's ticking. I'm so excited to be a mom. Definitely not trying to have a baby anytime soon, but I still think about how I want my life to look when I'm doing that. And it's really not being a founder career baddie. I still want to have a career, I still want to make my money, but I don't want to make that the core of my life. I'm sure I will still have other businesses, don't get me wrong. Building things is definitely a great passion of mine. I just want to try to have a good amount of balance and be able to spend time with my family and just relax and have fun and prioritize fun. That's something that I'm really trying to do in the new year, because I don't think I've been doing that, because I've been so internally stressed about all my avoidance in my head. And last year was not a good year for me because of my own doing. Because of that, I'm trying to be better at that this year. I feel like usually I can be very type A. I go into New Year's with really big lofty goals, very measurable goals, and this is the first year that I haven't done that super hard, at least. Don't get me wrong, I've still done it a bit since I did close my business, and I am doing this full time now. I have goals related to like my posting schedule and structure in those ways for me, because doing this full time is very new to me. A lot of my other goals are really simple. Things like getting better at snowboarding, which I've been spending so much time this winter doing. Spending a lot of time outside, cooking and baking more, reading more. My goals are a lot more wholesome than usual. We're gonna see how it goes this year, but I'm basically just trying to have fun. We're supposed to get a lot of snow tonight, so I think we're going snowboarding bright and early in the morning, so I better finish this up and get to bed, but I'll see you in the morning. Morning guys, I am coming to you from bed early this morning. I haven't spoken to you much in the last couple of days. I honestly don't even know what to say, because I fear inserting myself in something that's not my problem, but I'm sure by now you guys have seen about the fires in Los Angeles. Incredibly horrific and heartbreaking. Siggy's family confirms that they lost their home. We know so many others that have been affected. I mean, it's where Siggy grew up. It just all happened so fast, and there was another fire that broke out last night that was close to other family and friends, and we were just really worried. But everyone's safe, and obviously that's the most important thing. I imagine some of you that are watching this video have also been affected, and if I can do anything to help, please let me know. I'm happy to send any like clothing or beauty PR to you guys if you've lost everything. Just send me a DM on Instagram. And I'm so sorry. I'm so heartbroken for you, and I know there's not really anything I can do, but I really feel like fires are one of the most terrifying natural disasters that could happen. I'm so thankful that we live in a relatively safe part of the world for climate change. No, our house is surrounded by woods. I actually can't even imagine what it would be like to see it all engulfed in flames, like so many of the videos that I've seen. So I'm sending so much love. I don't really pray, but I definitely feel like I've been praying for people and first responders and animals, and I thought, yeah, I just needed to touch on that because I haven't been talking with you guys because I've just been glued to my phone in horror. At least knowing that everybody's safe is good. It gives you so much perspective on life. And I'm probably gonna go on with normalcy for the rest of this vlog. I have some friends visiting over the weekend, as I think I mentioned before, so I'm getting the house ready for that. I still have some work things to finish up. I just did a new auction post on my Substack. I've been doing those weekly where I share estate sale and auction links, mostly furniture and art and decor pieces, like interior stuff. Sometimes I throw in some clothes as well, but I need to have my coffee and wake up, and then I'll get on with the rest of my day. One thing I am really trying to do is eat more protein. I was vegan for several years, and then I was vegetarian, and then I was pescatarian, and now I eat everything again, but I still don't love eating meat most of the time. I get weird about eggs sometimes still too. A smoothie is a guaranteed way that I will enjoy my protein, even though I know it's not enough. I'm obsessed with cherries. That's what we're gonna use as our base with some bananas. You get off the counter. Does anyone have any tips for this, by the way? Like, I feel like I've done everything, and the thing that works the best is just ignoring her. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but I don't know, ignoring her and removing any temptation is the best thing that's worked for me. She's a year and a half now this month, and she's just recently kind of started showing some level of remorse or guilt when she does something wrong. Before, she could not care less, which is so different than my other dog. He really wants to please. She just wants food. I just always say she knows what she wants and she goes after it. I did have a remote controlled collar on her for a second. It didn't shock her, but it had like air that would puff. I clicked the remote button and I would do it every time that she jumped on the counter, and it did kind of work, but you have to like refill it a lot. I think she was also getting desensitized to it. So, you know, I also felt kind of bad doing it. Where we have cherries, berries, banana, a bit of oat milk. And then I'm using this Vega protein powder. This is just what we have at the house. It's mocha flavored. I like their chocolate and vanilla ones better, but this works. I also want to say I have this Ninja blender. We used to have a Vitamix that Siggy actually had, and I was so excited when I first started dating him and saw that he had a Vitamix because I had always wanted one. But it sucks. I don't know if it's just his. This blender that was like $50 is a million times better than the Vitamix. We got rid of the Vitamix. I think it's because the blade in here goes pretty much all the way to the top, so it's really good for like frozen stuff, anything that's a bit harder to blend. The Vitamix just has that little blade at the bottom. Open it and go in and just make sure everything blends. It's not worth it. That's my de-influencing of the day. It also has a lid where you can pour it out with the lid on so it doesn't make a mess. And then for a cleaning hack, I immediately fill it with water, and then I'm gonna put it back on the blender, let it blend, and it does like a rough clean for you, and then I just put it in the dishwasher. Yum. Okay, I look a mess, but I know I was showing you guys the kitchen a couple clips ago. Now we haven't gotten around to the renovation yet. I really thought when we bought the house that this would be one of the first things that I prioritize because the floors and countertops are so ugly, and I've always dreamed of having a really beautiful kitchen, but I think it's gonna be one of the last things we prioritize. I've been really wanting to focus on exterior stuff with the house, and that's made a huge impact. Next, I think we wanna do our main bathroom. Just prioritizing some smaller projects first because this is going to be really expensive. What I'm getting at is I'm wondering if we should do a little temp job in here just to make it look better in the meantime, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Because also there's a really good chance that this isn't our forever home. Even though I love it so much, I think we'd hang on to it as a rental, but maybe it's not worth it to spend a lot of money on the kitchen. Fridge is new. I love this fridge. It's Samsung. Definitely gonna keep it. Dishwasher's new. That's clearly old. That's clearly old. This is just temporary because we needed more storage. So what bothers me the most in here are these countertops. These are really not good. This old sink and faucet. We did paint the backsplash white when we first moved in because it was just so dirty. It's actually held up really well, and it's a high gloss paint, so it's easy to clean. That would also probably go in a temporary fix. Floors are the absolute worst, and these go into our mudroom too. They definitely need replaced. The cabinets though are solid wood. They're not my favorite. I don't love all of this like sort of squiggle scalloped stuff we have going on here, which maybe I could take those pieces down. But what I'm kind of thinking, if we do a temp job while we prioritize other projects, just to kind of get us through, because this kitchen is functional, I can't lie about that, I would probably change the hardware. I've seen some older kitchens similar to this with butcher block countertops that are stained to match the wood, and they actually look really good. That's something that I would consider, just so it's all fluid. These, I don't know what we're gonna do about. We could paint them. It'd probably look like shit. I think we might just have to wait to redo the floors completely. I really want this level, which runs into the mudroom, to be stone floors that kind of match our fireplace. So all this level and into the mudroom. Our stairs still need redone. I kind of want to do something that matches our new stair railing that we had custom welded, and then we have wood floors down there. This art needs rehung to be centered. It's just up higher right now because I did hang it centered and then it fell off the wall. And I need to reframe it anyways because it doesn't have anti-glare glass. But ideally, when we do our renovation, I want to make that one big window because it's the most beautiful forest view. That's probably going to be quite expensive, but I think it'd be really dreamy and let some light in. And then I'd probably put some surface area along this wall. The workspace, maybe like a little dining nook or something, we'll see. In an ideal world, I don't have upper cabinets, but this is a place that we host a lot. And it's definitely like a family style feeling home. So I feel like we need all the storage that we can get. I also want a pretty pendant centered over the dining table, big pendant downstairs. Just let me know if you guys have any ideas because I would love to chat about it. Like I said, it's not really a priority because we have other projects we want to do first, but I'd love to do some temporary stuff. Chatting about exterior work, I still want to replace all of our outdoor light fixtures. We need to finish up our deck that we painted, which made it look so much better. I mean, just painting the house made it look so much better. Here's a quick before. And then there's so much landscaping that I want to do. That's just going to be a huge process. That's all I have for this week's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out Sensor if you're in a shopping mood and take advantage of all of the discounts they're offering on authentic luxuries. I will see you super soon with a new video. Bye!